going on, guys? It's K-Dub here with another episode of CryptoZombie. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having an excellent day today. Now, Bitcoin did in fact have a beautiful bounce off the 2.618. You can see right here on the BLX chart, we were waiting one day so we could see that candle get put in, and you can see right here, we did in fact remain above this level. In fact, if I actually zoom in, and this is the really crazy part, look at this, guys. Look at this. If I zoom all the way in, all the way into this, look at this. Look at that. This candle technically closed slightly above it on the red candle, and the green candle opened exactly at that level. So this is insane, guys. Could this be the recovery for Bitcoin? Are we not going to go down to those lower levels? Well, we're going to talk about that. But in today's video specifically, you know, I was having a look, and Polygon has officially hit a new all-time high. It's $2.58 at the time of making this video, and it really just made me think about how honestly, we were definitely, if not the actual first channel to talk about MATIC. It was my baby. I've been a long-term hodler and a long-term believer. When I made this video on May 9th in 2019, we were literally sitting at a fraction of a penny. And I remember when I went to, I think it was Consensus in New York, I was telling everybody about it, and, you know, they were kind of like, oh, yeah, sure, okay, and this is going to help Ethereum scale and all this other stuff. And, you know, 2 years later, look at where we are. So the reason I'm bringing this up is because, yes, I do want to talk about the Bitcoin price and what's happening, but I ultimately want to talk about some altcoins right now that I do think have massive potential. Some of them maybe more in the short term, some of them definitely in the long term, and I'm going to tell you coins that I am buying right now, that I have been accumulating. So total transparency, yes, I do own all of these coins that we're going to be talking about, or at least I'm looking into buying them. And yeah, I just want to share them with you because we have had a lot of success over the years on this channel, and it really is those diamond hands and those good projects that are changing, you know, the scape. And I do believe that, you know, for example, Polygon truly was one of those projects. So we are going to be talking about that, and if that sounds good to you, you know what to do. If you're not subscribed, definitely stick around. But we will talk about what's happening right here with the Bitcoin chart. So I guess the most important thing we should start with is the fact that we are still being held down right here. We do have all of these resistances, these spider lines, right? They are pushing us down right here. You can see that we have been pushed down 2 times. Yesterday's candle closed below it, and today's candle is kind of bouncing around, but it looks like we may have some difficulty. So is there a potential chance that Bitcoin could, you know, come back down here to the $46,000 level? It is a possibility. We could see that, but what I am happy right now to notice is the fact that we are being supported by this legacy trend right here, where we did have this first bounce down here. This was around December of last year. Then we did have this bounce here in the middle of the accumulation, and we have had a bounce yet again. Now, yes, we did technically wick below it, but that was instantly bought back up, and we have built that structure right here. So we have talked about Bitcoin potentially going down to $30,000. Could it still happen? Of course it can, but right now we are looking at, you know, this second falling wedge. The first time that we broke out of this falling wedge, Bitcoin had the breakout at around 43,000, and we did go all the way up to 66,000, almost 67,000. And currently right now we are having the breakout as well, except you can see that the legacy trend, unfortunately, which held us down here, and here, is currently yeah, it is holding us down. We are below it. We tried to get above it, but we are being held down below it. So, like I said, guys, we may have to see sort of that retest, you know, come back down here before the breakout, or inevitably we're going to know whether or not that was, you know, an actual true breakout or not. But I did show you yesterday that it was incredible that we bounced off of that 3-year RSI. That was absolutely mind-blowing, right? Over here, Ethereum still having difficulty breaking out in its Bitcoin comparative. I am anticipating, though, that we are going to put in this ascending triangle. I do anticipate that Ethereum will break out. I also anticipate that Ethereum is probably still going to outpace Bitcoin for the remainder of this cycle. So some people say, well, why not just go all in on Ethereum? Well, because number one, that's terrible risk strategy. And number two, I don't really know. I'm just kind of, you know, based on how Ethereum has been performing, I'm assuming that Bitcoin or that Ethereum is going to continue to perform that way. But you know what they say when you assume, right? You make an ass out of you and me, and I don't want to be that guy. So just to be safe, I will continue to hold Bitcoin as well as Ethereum. But as you can see, there is that possibility that we do continue down here and have that breakout. However, I am very happy to see that we've had this really nice support for Ethereum right here around the $3,633 level. Now, we need to talk about what is going on with some of these altcoins, guys, because there are so many opportunities out there. And I want to share with you right now, full transparency, projects that I'm either looking to get into, I own, or I'm accumulating more as we speak. These are projects that I actually, believe in. Now, before we get into that, I just want to say MonkeyBall went absolutely bananas. Pun intended, I suppose. You can see right here, it's sitting at around $1.56. Now, this is not one I'm necessarily telling you to get into right now. From the 4-cent IDO price, you can see this actually did a 40x, okay? So, and if you did get into this, you got 50% unlocked and then 50% unlocked next month. So that's pretty good, all things considered. So congratulations to everyone that got into that. That's why I, talk about these on this channel because there is potentials to make money. And like I said, these aren't things that you need to throw thousands of dollars in. I mean, even if you just put $100 into MonkeyBall, you did a 40x on that $100. I mean, that is an incredible return. So, you don't have to go heavy. You don't have to bet the farm on these. So we did have finally VLaunch having their launch today. This was a much anticipated launch pad, guys. Launch pads are huge right now. And I told you that VLaunch was going to be a massive one. In fact, you can look right here and it is currently sitting at around 94 cents, and at the 3-cent price, you can see that this has done a 31.3x, so almost a 32x, pretty much just overnight. So if you did get into this, you can see right now, it is currently trading over on Femex. So if you are interested in buying this, obviously do not just FOMO into the pump, but there is a lot of reason why long-term you may want to consider actually holding VPAD, VLaunch tokens. And I'm going to tell you why in just a minute. So it's not just one of these tokens you would be looking for a quick flip, which also, by the way, guys, if you want to get this token, you can get it over on Femex. They do $10 a month spot trading. And remember, if you are looking to sign up, use my link below, because if you use it, you can get up to a $4,100 trading bonus, okay? So if you're gonna go buy some over on Femex, make sure you use that link. Make sure you take advantage of the opportunity to get that bonus. But the reason that, and like you said, guys, I am, a part of this. I'm on the influencer, whatever you want to call it, squad. I have partnered with this. And yes, I do have, allocation in this project. However, my tokens and everyone else tokens are locked up for a very long time. So I can't even sell my tokens if I want to. And the reason that I agreed to this incredibly long lockup period is because I do believe in this project, specifically, because what you can do is you can actually stake your VPAD over here. You can see you can lock it up. 2 weeks, you get nothing. 3 months, you get 30% bonus. You can lock it up for 5 years and get a 650% bonus. However, keep in mind, if you unlock it early, you will get hit with a penalty. And those tokens actually go into the DAO, which will be further used to sort of build out the ecosystem for VPAD, right? Or, for VLaunch. So yeah, and the reason that you want to specifically hold these tokens is so that you can get into these other projects. Let me go back to this main menu over here. And, you can see they have Rainmaker, obviously VLaunch. There's going to be a lot more projects. And what's good about them is they are dealing with multiple blockchains, Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Polygon, Phantom. They do have Cardano and Solana coming soon. And obviously holding these tokens, staking them is going to be good for you. You're going to get rewards. And then also you will be eligible to get into all of these upcoming projects. And you've seen how these projects have been absolutely 10xing, 20xing, 30xing. I mean, guys, MonkeyBalls did a 40x. Now, the first one that they're doing on here, well, not the first one, they have Rainmaker, but this is already in distribution, but you can get into this one. This is in preparation. So you go to VLaunch.com, you can click this, you can connect your wallet, and essentially, if we have a look at what CoinWeb is doing, This isn't just like a fly-by-night project. This is really cool. So they're saying they're a cross-chain computation platform, but really, essentially what they're doing is they're bridging together blockchains. They're trying to make a secure, fast, reliable, connected solution to some of the biggest issues right now, which is the fact that there are a lot of blockchains. It's very difficult to navigate. You know, you're on Avalanche, and then you got to jump over to Binance Chain, then you got to jump over to Ethereum, right? It's kind of annoying after a while. So they will have their own CoinWeb digital wallet, but that's not even like the big thing about what they're doing. You know, they have cross-chain token issuance, so you will be able to have fundraising on several different chains, which, you know, hint, hint, kind of ties in with the whole VLaunch thing, right? So I'd kind of keep my eyes on that. They're going to have, you know, DAOs, multi-chain dividends, ease of integration. You could just have a look at this, but I've always been a massive proponent in these types of interoperability solutions or cross-chain DeFi protocols as they put them. And this is going to make it a lot easier for the average user. It's also going to make it a lot faster, and it's going to have that seamless integration. And of course, I think probably one of the most important things is low fees, right? And these are all things that we're going to be able to get once CoinWeb is off the floor. And you guys can see, like, this is a serious project. I mean, they have had, they've been featured over in Forbes. They've had the CEO, Tony Gilbert, over here on FinTech Times, as well as Times Malta. So this is the advantage, as I said, getting all the way back to VLaunch, is why you want to get these tokens. Now, I mean, you know, if you're just looking for a quick flip, you know, if you buy them today, I can't guarantee, I don't know, you know, obviously there's a lot of price discovery going on right now. It did go all the way down to about 76 cents and went up to about $1 at one point. So it's still trying to find that price stability. But this is a project that I am invested in, and I am going to stake these, my tokens, so that I can get, you know, into these other projects as well, and obviously get those staking rewards, because I do believe that the same way that the Binance token originally, when it came out, had a lot of use case, right? They were using it for cheaper fees, and then they were using it to get into the IEOs. Well, I do believe that this token is going to have massive use, and like I said, CoinWeb is their next one. So if you guys are interested, follow CoinWeb over, you know, CoinWeb official, coinweb.io. You could find them over on Telegram if you are interested. But talking about the exact same thing right now, and some people are like, well, you're always talking about these different sales. I want to talk about something, you know, K-Dub, that I can get into right now, a project that I am invested in, I do own tokens in, and this is Symbiosis Finance. Now, they're doing something sort of similar to CoinWeb. They're doing a decentralized exchange, they're having decentralized exchange liquidity across all EVM compatible blockchains. So you can kind of see right here. Now, keep in mind, this is just the test net. You can connect your wallet. Certain chains, you may have to request permission currently, but, you know, you could see down here, you know, you could swap Ethereum for BNB, you could swap BNB for MATIC, MATIC for Avalanche, or even Huobi token or the OKX token as well. And they're looking to add more on top of that. And, you know, the reason that I do think right now it's a good buy, let me give this actually a refresh. So it's sitting at around $2.56. Now, you can actually see right here, if we go to the overview, okay, go to all time, go to max. So they don't have this. Now, you can see, obviously, there was a massive dump, right? It went from $5.38 all the way down to $2.29. Now, this is good. This means that the early investors that got into the sale, they're flipping it, and which, by the way, guys, was really not smart in my opinion, because from the IDO price, Symbiosis Finance only did a 3x. Right? So you're seeing these other guys do 40Xs and all this other stuff. They only did a 3X. So this tells me that I believe there is a lot more potential for Symbiosis Finance. And just from a technical standpoint, even though I can't pull this up on a chart right now, can you guys see what's forming right here? You see how we have this peak and we revisited? Look at this low level right here, all right, around $2.20, and this low level down here around $2.10. So what we're doing is we're actually building a double bottom. Can you see it right here? I can't chart this because there is no chart of it right now. Not yet, at least. There's one on OKX, but it's only 3 days old. So this one right here, I think it looks like it's putting in a double bottom, and I think that this thing is going to start running. I think it's going to start running soon. And like I said, it only did a 3X, and it's sitting at a market cap of 24 million with a fully diluted market cap of 255,000. And you can get this right now over on Uniswap. And I do have this, and I am in fact staking it. I am staking it right now. I'm trying to earn, more of it because I think that it's going to be a very critical coin to keep our eyes on, right? But keep in mind, guys, it took MATIC Polygon 2 years to get to where it is today. So, if you don't have the hands to hold it, and you're going to be worried about every little dump, every little bump, then maybe this isn't for you. But for me, this is a long-term hold. And another project, which I'm totally shocked, actually, that it didn't have a pump with the altcoins when the altcoins rallied just the other day, is Phantasma. Guys, Phantasma, I think, is absolutely incredible. So essentially, they're saying that, they are building this for gaming. They have smart NFTs. These NFTs, you can actually change them, okay? So they're not just like, oh, here's the one NFT. So basically, you can have NFTs in a game. You could be building like a car or a weapon or a building or whatever. And each component can be its own NFT, right? And you can change those NFTs within that. Really cool, guys. Really, really cool. Definitely buying right now. And the reason that I'm buying this, actually, I actually picked some more of this up this morning. And the reason that I did is because if you see what it's doing right now, okay, yeah, we had a little bit of the bull trap, right? We kind of got a little crazy up here. But if you just even extend this line and look at what we're doing here, we are having a perfect consolidation. Look at this, guys. We are winding up in a perfect asymmetrical triangle. We're sitting at the bottom of the asymmetrical triangle, which is arguably the best time to buy. And if we have a look at the volume, look at what the volume is doing. Look at this, getting lower and lower. Guys, this is looking for a breakout. Phantasma is looking for a breakout. So that's actually why I bought some more right now. And don't forget, you can stake your Phantasma Soul token and you can get the KCal token as well. So it's a dual token system. And of course, if you guys are interested, you can get this obviously on Phantasma Network itself, or you can go over to uniswap.com and you can buy it over there. And if you guys don't know how to add the tokens, it's really, really simple. All you do right here is when you go over to CoinGecko.com, you just go to the contract, and right here, you just copy it, okay? You just copy this contract, right? Because that's the specific contract for the token. And when you go over to Uniswap, you just paste it in tokens, like new token, and just paste what you copied. It says right here, contract, okay? And it'll tell you what chain it's on. So obviously this is Ethereum because it has the Ethereum logo. If it was Binance, it would have the Binance chain logo. Avalanche, it would have the Avalanche chain logo, and et cetera moving forward. But yeah, I said this thing's only done a 3x, so I think it has a lot more to go. Wow, sorry, that was the wrong project, guys. No, I'm sorry. Phantasma has done way more than a 5x since it first came out, but I do think that it's looking for a potential breakout. But just to let you guys know, this breakout might not happen maybe until the end of the year. We could even get all the way to about December 27th before we actually see that breakout, right? So the next project is Unifty. Now, we spoke about this way down here, guys. Do you remember I said, look at this. We are putting in a beautiful double bottom, even though it was slanting down, it was a slightly descending double bottom, but I said as soon as we broke this neckline, we were going to go absolutely massive. So we had the blast off. Look at this. We had this support that was built down here, and we also had this resistance. Now look what happened, guys. The resistance ended up acting as support, and then if we zoom in right here, we actually had this resistance right here, and look at exactly where we had the bounce, guys. So obviously this is pumping right now. Don't FOMO into it. But I still think this is a good project to hold long term. They do have their Unifty gallery. And another thing that I wanted to mention is they also have a dual token system. So you can stake the NIF token and you can get the UNT token as well. And the other thing, and I have heard this through the grapevine, I'm not gonna give out any names, but somebody close to the project actually told me that there's about 74% of the whales that do have their tokens locked up right now for long term. So, and the reason that it did have this dump right here is because there were some whales that were offloading, but I guess whatever the heck they did in the background, I don't really know. I wasn't involved in this token sale, unfortunately, so I don't know how that is what they're doing. But I do know that they essentially basically let the guys dump, right? The ones that wanted to get rid of their tokens. And from what I'm hearing, there's like 75% of them that are locking them up right now. But either way, I can tell you that this is definitely something I'm interested in. So that's UNIFTY NIF. And the final one that I want to bring to you is Astra Guild Ventures. Now, we spoke about this twice on the channel already. I do believe that these guilds are going to be huge, especially when it comes to play-to-earn games, the metaverse, things like that. On yesterday's video, we spoke about YGGC. So Astra Guild Ventures is another one. They're going to be dealing with the exact same thing, helping investors, investors and players to be able to sort of get involved in games at lower costs, right? They can buy NFTs, they can rent them out, things like that. And the reason that I'm bringing this up to you guys is because you can see right here, there are only 4 hours and 44 minutes left. So if you are interested in buying some of this, you can go over to astraguild.io. And the reason I'm telling you guys this is because everybody always says, where do I buy this? Where do I go? So fine, I'm going to tell you the website and go follow them on their Twitter. And yeah, you guys can get involved in that. So I know we went over a lot of stuff today, but full transparency, guys, every single thing that I spoke about today is a project that I'm either looking to invest in, I am invested in, or I am currently buying more tokens as we speak. So yeah, like I said, guys, I hope you got some value out of this video. Obviously, Bitcoin's not really doing too much today, so there's not much to talk about. The price is basically the same as it was yesterday, but I do like to give you guys these opportunities. I like to tell you about these projects nice and early, or I like to tell you when I think that they're looking for a nice consolidation or a nice breakout, kind of like, what the breakout over here for Phantasma looks like. This is a nice breakout. This is kind of pumping right now. I'm not gonna lie, UNIFTY. But either way, guys, so that's essentially the project. So, to do a quick recap, we have VLaunch. Obviously, stake these. You can get involved in these future IDOs. CoinWeb is the one that's launching right now, so check that out. Symbiosis Finance. I do believe that we're gonna need sort of this aggregator across different chains, right? I'm very about interoperability. I'm extremely bullish on Phantasma, and it does look like it's going to have a breakout. UNIFTY doing big things. The whales did all offload their tokens, so I do believe now that we can finally go higher now that the confidence is back in the project, and Astra Guild Ventures is obviously happening soon. And, of course, everybody that, bought MonkeyBalls, congratulations on that 40x. So yeah, that's about it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. And if you found value out of this, definitely get subscribed if you haven't. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, if you guys wanted to buy Symbiosis Finance, this is over on the highest market is actually over on Bybit Spot. So once again, guys, if you are interested, make sure that you use the links below in the description, because you can get a $4,110 bonus actually if you want to trade over on Bybit. And if you are looking to do leverage trading, you can also do that on Femex and Bybit as well. But I don't recommend that for beginners. If you are interested in learning how to trade with leverage, do it with paper first, do it with a test account first, and make sure you watch these tutorials popping up right here, right now. Hope you guys got value out of this video. My name's K-Dub. This is CryptoZombie. Until next time, stay crypto, and of course, peace out.